Our next honoree turned 60 2 years ago and proceeded to go to Milwaukee at our national championships and not only race the sprint on Saturday, but the Olympic race on Sunday, winning both of them. She's ready for this, 15-time USA national champion with 7 gold medals at the ITU World Championship level, plus 1 as ITU Duathlon World Champion. In 1999, at 46 years of age, she was named USA Triathlon's overall triathlete of the year, not masters, overall at 46, the only 40-plus female age grouper to ever be awarded such an honor. And she was the USAT Masters Triathlete of the Year in 2000. At the age of 58 and a half, she is believed to be the oldest athlete ever to win her gender outright in a race with 200-plus finishers. Incredible. She's a prolific race director of running races, triathlons, marathon swim. She's been coaching other women for over 3 decades, and she also co-founded Triathlon Today magazine, later morphing into Inside Triathlon magazine. Let's see a little bit more about this incredibly accomplished athlete.
And so I really stuck with it and actually became halfway decent runner and have been a runner my entire life because of that. And now I do triathlons. I switched to triathlons about 23 years ago or something. But it was all because of that experience in the very beginning, and such a good experience that it just changed my life into a complete athlete.
'Cause you're a sky full of stars. I'm gonna give you my heart. 'Cause you're a sky full of stars. 'Cause you light up the path. I don't care, go on and tear me apart. I don't care if you do. Cause in the sky full of stars, I think I saw you.
Excuse me. I'd like to start by saying what an honor it is to be standing here in front of you. On the other hand, I'm terrified and rather be at the starting line of Kona. So bear with me. When I got the news of being chosen for USA Triathlon's Hall of Fame, I started reflecting on my life and how I got here. What I quickly realized was that I didn't get here by myself. I'd like to individually thank everyone that has helped me earn such a high honor, but thanking each person would take all night. There are, however, 4 people who have had enormous life-shaping effects on me. The first 2, are my parents, Bill and Jenny McKeachie, who are attending the ceremony tonight. It isn't well known, but I was adopted July 17, 1953. Since that day, I've considered that to be the luckiest day of my life. Nothing could ever top that. Not only did they bring me into the most loving family anyone can imagine, they let me be me. Like at age 6, on a trip to New York, I got a football helmet. Thanks, Dad. And thanks, Mom, for not making him take it back. And just to make sure, I wore it to bed that night. Or like overhearing my mom proudly tell a friend after our second grade class softball picnic softball game. She heard the boy captains, of course, arguing about who got to pick first, because they both wanted me on the team. Or like my dad discovering an AAU girls track and cross country team in our own backyard called the Michigans. That brings me to the third person, Mr. Simmons. He was the founder and coach. He died a few years ago at age 102. You might have picked up that I was a bit of a tomboy, but it was Mr. Simmons that provided the outlet for my athletic nature. Running may not have been my perfect sport, but it was the only one available to a girl in the 1960s, and it was only available because of Mr. Simmons. I remember his patience, attitude, and confidence building. I always knew he believed in each one of us, not only in to try to win, but to do better than we'd done before. Our best, that's what he expected. That was 3. The 4th, also here tonight, Lew Kidder, my husband. Without Lew, I may never have given triathlons a try. Sorry. He talked me into doing my first race, and it has encouraged and supported me every day since. Like on the morning of my very first triathlon, we got to the race, and the race director wouldn't let me in the race because he hadn't got my entry, but he got Lew's. Although it wasn't until I got in the water that I realized it really wasn't a sacrifice. The water was 56 degrees. We had no wetsuits back then. So. Or like designing all my workouts, including the infamous brick workout. He would send me off alone on a 60 or 70 mile ride that ended at noon at a local track to run a marathon. He'd come set up a little aid station for me at the one end of the track, say hi, and leave. About 3 hours later, he'd show up just in time, just as I was finishing, shovel me into the car and take me home. Thanks, Lew, for not making me ride home. Or like suggesting I could work on my biking. He's a pretty good biker himself, so one bright early Tuesday morning in 1983, we set out for Indiana. Just to make sure it was long enough, we went into Ohio. The good news is it's really only 78 miles to Indiana, but it was 78 miles home. So lots of memories, but none that will ever top this one. Everyone at USAT for making it happen. I'm humbled. Thank you.
That was seriously really wonderful.
Here. So, what a great night. Rob Urbach, is it the greatest night of the year? Rob, greatest night of the year.